What's up, beautiful people? It's Alfred Sebeo Owacho from Apex Fingers with another guitar lesson. Okay, today we'll be talking basically about some terminologies used in music, so that the course of the lesson, when we discuss, you won't be perplexed about what we are talking about. Okay, so you could call it a music theory breakdown, and we hope at the end of this lesson you will be introduced to new musical terminologies that you do not know. Okay, so first of all, music is just simply any sound you hear that is pleasing to the ear. That's just what music is. And then musical sounds are represented using notes. So when you hear notes, they are just basically your sound. That's what note is. And the note in itself is a basic or a single unit of a sound. So what do I say? A note is a single or a basic unit of sound. That's just what note is. So if I just play my first string, that's E string. By the way, if you don't know how to name the string, and you could just go to our introduction to the guitar, you will get the naming of the string. Okay, so a note is a single or a basic unit of a sound. So if I play this, my E string, that's the thinnest E string, my first string, that single or that basic sound you hear is what a note is called. So in music generally we have 12 musical notes. 12 musical notes. 7 out of these 12 musical notes, we use our first 7 letters of the English alphabet to represent them. And then you must note that it's just for identification. That's why we use these letters of the English alphabet. The Chinese also represent theirs using their own alphabet as well. So for the English, we use the first 7 letters, which are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, to represent this note. So from A to G you have 7 musical notes. So that's just what a note is. And then the next thing you should know as a guitarist is chords. When you hear chords, a lot of us will be hearing about chords, and then we'll ask, what are these chords? Okay, I'll explain it to you. A chord is simply a combination of notes. That's what chords are, a combination of notes. See, for example, I play 2 strings together. Okay, you see it's no longer single, so it becomes a chord when you combine 2 or 3 notes and playing them in unison or in arpeggio. When I say arpeggio, I mean individually. So you either play them simultaneously together, 2 or 3. I can play 2 or 3 notes at the same time, simultaneously or individually. That's what chords are. And then the next thing you should know are scales. Okay, scale is simply the ascending and descending of a note. And in the course of our lesson, we'll see different kind of scale on the acoustic guitar. So a scale is the ascending and descending of notes. That's what a scale is. Say if you hear something like this, okay, this is just, I just played a basic major scale, your C major scale. I just played that. So going downward, that's a major scale in the key of C. And then you should also know what tones and semitones are. Tones and semitone. So what are tones and semitone? Anywhere you hear tones and semitone, we are just basically talking about movement. I repeat, we are talking about movement. So whichever position you are, tones are movement. Say for example, this is my let me just choose a position at random. Okay, this is my 5th fret of my E, thickest E string. That's my 6th string. And then from that position, if I'm to move a tone forward, I am going to leave a space and then go to the next one. So from the 5th to the 7th is a tone, whereas a semitone simply means half a tone. That's it, to be from my 5th to my 6th string. So half the distance from 5th to 7th, and then from is 5th to 6th. So that's just what a semitone is. And this same rule will also does not just apply to moving forward, it also applies moving backward as well. So for example, my 5th to my 3rd, 5th to 3rd is a tone, and then from my 5th to 4th is a semitone. So that's what tones and semitone are. And then the next terminology and the last terminology we will see is our sharps and our flats. So what are sharps? Sharp are just simply, or sharp rather, means raising the value of a note a semitone higher. Raising the value of a note a semitone higher. So for example, if this is my A, and then I want to move this A higher, it becomes A sharp. Though this is A, the next becomes A sharp. A, the next becomes A sharp. So that's what sharp is. And then flats also. Flat is simply lowering the value of a note. Lowering the value of a note. So if this is A, lowering it, that's moving backwards, becomes A flat. A flat. A sharp, A flat. Okay, and then you must also note that not all those 7 letters of our alphabet have their corresponding sharps or flats. Sharps or flats. Okay, if this is A and this is A sharp, the next note will be a G. Sorry, a B, not G. It will be a B. So this is A sharp, then B. So B in itself can be flattened as well, remember. So when B is flattened, it becomes what? B flat. So A to B, moving forward A sharp, then B, moving backwards B flat. So these notes in the middle here, you could call it an A sharp or a B flat. A sharp or B flat. And thus the evolution of our 12 notes in music. So from A you have A sharp, from A sharp to B, from B you have a C. The B note doesn't have a sharp, just move to C, and then from C you have a C sharp, then from C sharp you have a D, and then D can be flattened as well. So you can also call a D sharp, a C sharp, a D flat as well. You can call a C sharp a D flat, and then you have D sharp. From D sharp you move to E, the notes moving in ascending order now. From E you have an F, then from an F to F sharp, then from F sharp to a G, then from G to a G sharp, and then from a G sharp you come back to your A. So those are your 12 notes in music. I come again. You have A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F. That's E doesn't have a sharp as well. F sharp, G, and then G sharp. So those are 12 notes we have in music. Okay, this is Apex Fingers guitar lessons, and don't mind me, this is midnight, but what's the night for? We could also use it to pass a knowledge to you on the acoustic guitar. I hope this music theory 1, the breakdown, has been helpful. So do subscribe and click on notification bell below, so you'll be notified against the upload of other lessons. So feel free to go over the lesson again, and it will be of help against future videos as well. So I'll see you in the next lesson.